What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We back here with some more NF. This time we're checking out Statement. Let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up. That's a very interesting reverse sound.
With it, authentic, all y'all frauds better quit with the trash talk before you get tossed in it. Y'all tripping, ball ripping, y'all sipping too much, right to the palms dripping, lost in it, thoughts different. You don't want no drama, that don't get involved in it.
Okay, hold on. So far as we've been going into therapy session, everything's been kind of like a slow burn, you know what I mean? And I've been sitting here waiting for NF to come through and just start barring off, you know, because I know he has the ability. And it ain't too much barring off, but it, you know, it makes sense with the album being called Therapy Session, right? You know what I mean? But now, right, just straight off, authentic, all frauds, better quit talk with the track, like bars. Also, one thing, has anybody ever challenged NF? Like, does he have a diss track out there? Y'all let me know.
Trash talk before you get tossed in it. Y'all tripping, ball ripping, y'all sipping too much, right to the palms dripping,
Bar
lost
ripping.
in it, thoughts different. You don't want no drama, that don't get involved in it. I'm
Facts.
in a whole different headspace. You making money, well that's great. I get no interest in talking to people that I know are two-faced, too fake. Get out of my face, woo. What are you doing in my lane? There's already too many rappers, I'm sick of the traffic and I ain't got no brakes. I already passed you. You don't like what I'm doing, who asked you? You got into music cause you think it's fun, man. I'm doing this cause I have to.
That's 100% facts, you know, and I find that most of the people who are successful, especially in the music game, especially in the rap game, are the people who kind of just rap as an outlet, right? That has like it's something for them to out what they've been feeling, and you can kind of tell who's doing it just for fun. I find the people who pretty much talk about the same four things in rap, whether it be money, cars, women, and material stuff, pretty much doing it for fun, you know, just releasing a club banger. There's nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean? But I feel like especially with NF saying that he makes real music, you know, I feel like we gravitate toward this stuff because his lyrics is seeped in realness, right? He talks about everyday things that he's struggling. Some of the stuff he talk about here, you would never hear another rapper talk about. It's that relatability that's why we love NF so much, right? And it's all stemming from his own personal life.
You don't like what I'm doing, who asked you? You got into music cause you think it's fun, man. I'm doing this cause I have to. It's real music, chills to it, feel through it. Real stupid skills to it, quit moving. Woo. If I say something, I will do it, yeah. I used to dream of these moments, I'm living them now. Look up to heaven like mama, you proud. I'm on the way to New Zealand, I'm up in the clouds.
I would love to go there.
I mean, who would've known this? Who would've known this? This industry never told me I was welcome. I went to the house of the bad and I broke in and told them that I would be back high, flatline.
I love that. He said the industry, yo, fire, right? This industry never, you know, you hear from rappers all the time when they say the industries are not your friends. You know, for the most part, you are a dollar bill, right? They want to make a lot of money off of you and everything. And it's like one of them things where you either adhere or they do their best to kind of kick you out or something like that. NF said, nah, like he said, he told you to stay in your lane, right? NF has created his own lane. Honestly, it's the consistency that I like about NF, right? It's kind of like no matter where you go in any song, when we browsing the deep tracks here, but no matter what album you go to, what song, you going to hear the same consistency, right? And that's the lane that he put himself on. I like that. That's what he means when he said he went in the house with a bat and he broke in, right? He wasn't allowed. Barbed wire bat, probably.
She never told me I was welcome. I went to the house of the bad and I broke in and told them that I would be back high, flatline. All of you black line, that's mine. Might get away from it, boy. MMLP, I'm the bad guy. Last time
Marshall Matters, LP. It's mine. Might get away from it, boy.
That's mine. Might get away from it, boy. MMLP, I'm the bad guy. Last time I have been taking it easy. The game's mine. Fame, why? I don't care about none of that. I'm just sick of the trash lines. I grew up on Eminem. Now look where the game's at. Lame raps, Hollywood fame max. I'm sick of the same trash. I got no blunt in my mouth, but give me a beat, I'ma blaze down.
I like that. You see what he said? He said he grew up on Eminem. Now look where the game's at. The thing about it is that, and I always said it, and NF might be along one of those lines, is, you know, a lot of people say that, you know, Eminem ain't really the type of music that you would bump in a club, or it ain't the type of music that you would listen to while you're driving and everything. And that's mostly because when they spit these lyrics, you know, when they out here barring out, it requires you to think. Like, you got to think to catch this stuff. And even that right there is asking too much for some listeners. So they rather just sit back and say, oh, you're whack, or you're this, or take a lyric out of an entire song and take it out of context, you know, makes Eminem do be rapping crazy. NF don't necessarily rap crazy, but he's one of those artists where you can't just sit back, like, especially if you ain't listened to it before, you can't just sit back and just groove to it. You can after you've listened to it, but after you pay attention to some of his music, and I feel like a lot of people will experience this, you realize, oh snaps, he's actually saying something. Before you know it, right, you ain't just grooving, you feeling this on a deeper level, right? You memorize all the lyrics and everything. It ain't just the same chorus repeated 5,000 times and everything. That's what he's talking about, right? Lame raps and stuff. Somewhere he ain't really talking about much.
Woo! Give me a sick of this same trash. I got no blunt in my mouth, but give me a beat, I'ma blaze that. Woo! Give me a beat, I'ma blaze that. You and me in the same class. You and me in on the same road. Music has always been my home. I used to call it some people that won't call me back, now they blowing up my phone. Woo! Ain't it funny how that works? Mad perks, killing the record, got blood on my black shirt. I'm jealous in love with the music, don't ever come near her.
Yeah, I like this.
I ain't from around here. How you let me run it down here? If that isn't bothering none of you rappers, then what are y'all doing out here?
That's what I want to say. See, look, guys, I'm late to the whole NF, and I know this was at least, I don't know when the song actually was released, 'cause I'm looking at a lyric video and everything, but that's just it, right? I'm sitting here thinking, like, when NF was out here dropping these bangers and bangers and bangers, what were people doing? I mean, I guess the question is, what could you do? Right? Because it ain't like he's out here dissing a whole lot of people. I think one of NF's strongest suit was that he had something to say, right? And at the same time, he could come around and dish you like it wasn't nothing, but he had something to say. And it's like one of them things where if he did say something that you didn't like, it was almost like he was interrupting him in the middle of a paragraph where you got to let him finish. But then when it's NF finished, dude got a whole entire, you know, stairway to heaven of books and literature to drop on our heads. So you never know what he's going to say next.
How you let me run it down here? If that isn't bothering none of you rappers, then what are y'all doing out here? I was like music to my ears. Might never make it, I don't care. Drake, I love what you're doing, but call up the game and tell them that I'm here. Yeah. I like that, might snap, I laugh. Y'all better surrender and get out your white flags and cancel your flight plans. Your career isn't taking off, you sound like a hype man. Hit you with the mic stand, they ask what a hype's about. Come and find out, I mean, where are you clowns at?
He said your career isn't taking off, you sound like a hype man, right? And a hype man, the only thing they do is kind of ride off the next person's fame. But for the most part, you know, they for the most part will be forgotten unless you're like super iconic, like Fat Man Scoop or Little John. That's crazy. You just a hype man, right? You up there hyping your own self up, hyping somebody else's dream up, but you ain't really doing nothing yourself. You guys see that TV show Little Dicky? What was the name of his partner, right? He wasn't necessarily his hype man, but he was kind of feeling like he was being left, like he didn't have his own identity. I forgot what his name is, but if you've seen that Little Dicky TV show, Dave, you'll know what it feels like, right? And any conscious person who feels like they've been in the shadow of somebody or they've been supporting them, eventually you're going to want to go out there and do your own stuff. You know what I mean? But some people never get that type of feeling. Some people just are happy just being a hype man. They just happy riding off the clout of somebody else and feeling like they are successful.
I've been training, pen game is insane, I'm done playing. This music is groundbreaking, lungs shaking, done waiting. Y'all taking my patience, quit faking, y'all hating, it's crazy. I mean, you know what my name is, Rhyme Slayer, stop, Nate, they whoop!
Come on. Oh, not the stutter, not the bullet stuttering. Yeah, so I've been waiting to hear some NF bar out. And I know as we get closer, because I feel like as we get deeper into my journey, I'm definitely going to hear some bars, because I've already skipped ahead on some of these tracks, on some of these albums that heard nothing but absolute destruction. You know what I mean? But we got to get through the rest of this. You know what I mean? We got to get through this story so that we understand the complete person that is NF. All right, y'all. Thank you for sticking around for my commentary. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.